Hello everyone and welcome to SO Information. Today we'll be discussing the payment method of Elder Scrolls Online. There was a lot of speculation as to whether or not this game would be free to play, subscription based, or maybe it would take the Guild Wars 2 path and implement a one-time payment, much like you would buy a game on Steam for example. Well, Matt Firerob blew all speculations out of the water a few weeks ago when he revealed that the game would be subscription based. The game will cost $14.99 a month on top of a one-time payment of $60. After you have purchased the game you will receive a 30-day free trial, but after that you will need to pay the subscription. However, much like the Xbox Live model, it will offer discounts for buying several months at a time. And while we're on the topic of Xbox Live or Xboxes and consoles in general, a lot of you probably already know that SO will be released on the next gen of consoles. For the Xbox One, however, you will be expected to pay the SO subscription charge on top of your Xbox Live membership charge. This will not apply to the PS4, as they will not be charging for their online membership as far as I'm aware. A lot of you fans wanted SO to be free to play, but in my honest opinion I would prefer it not to be. I played Star Wars The Old Republic online free for a while, and I found that the limited access to quests and features really limited how much fun I could have on the game. For example, if you wanted extra storage spaces you had to pay extra, and it introduced a lot of charges for things you really would expect to just have access to. Whereas if it's for subscription, everyone will have access to all features and will not be modernised mid-game, as this would break immersion and would take away from the RPG side of the game. A lot of the other RPGs that have been coming out recently have basically just been copying World of Warcraft. And I think that for Elder Scrolls Online to be successful, it's going to need to revolutionise MMOs. So it needs to steer away from what World of Warcraft's been doing. It needs to not look at all the other generic RPGs that have been released, such as Guild Wars. Well, not so much Guild Wars actually, more like Star Wars, The Old Republic Online, Rift, all them kind of games that have basically, they were popular for a little bit but then everybody went back to WoW, and they need to focus more on trying to differ from WoW. From what I've seen though, it does look a lot different from World of Warcraft. It's more like a Skyrim where you can play with your friends, which is what I wanted it to be from day one, to be honest. It looks a lot like what I wanted it to be. It's not let me down so far from what I've seen. Also, what else I've noticed is that a lot of traffic has been moved away from MMOs, away from World of Warcraft, away from all the MMOs, and a lot more people have started playing MOBAs like League of Legends and Dota 2, and maybe that's because the MMO scene's got a bit boring, just like wandering around, killing, boosting, when you could go on a MOBA and you could just have constant PvP. And it's just all PvP non-stop, it's just action. You're always in action, there's never nothing happening. So maybe it'd be good for the Elder Scrolls Online to like implement some kind of like arena or something where it can just be RPG for people that want that. I'm steering off topic quite a bit, to be honest. I was supposed to just be talking about subscription based like payment models and free to play and stuff like that. But I really do feel passionately about this game, so I really want to see it be successful. And one way it can be successful is if they listen to their fan base and they just change the payment model for what their fans want. But it will be hard because you have to remember that they are running a business and that they need to earn money. So if everybody wants it to be free to play, obviously they can't do that. And if they implement like it's free to play but you can buy, for example, you pay for like money that you spend in game for items that you would not be able to buy. So like, for example, League of Legends has Riot Points where you buy Riot Points that you can spend on skins. But I do honestly think that this method is pretty outdated. They should not go for this route. They should do subscription, I think, but they maybe should lower it. That's just my opinion though. Obviously everybody's going to think differently, and I can't wait to see what they actually do with it, to be honest. On a brighter note, however, it was said that the payment charge of $15 a month wasn't fixed and could be changed before the release. So if the fanbase makes a big enough uproar on the forums and anywhere they can, there is a very good chance that the price could be lowered, just like a lot of people did for the Xbox One. You all have the power to change how companies operate by deciding on how you spend your money. At the moment, I'm not sure whether I will be able to afford the SO payment every month, so I hope the price does get lowered. Please feel free to tell me your thoughts on SO's payment model and what you would like to see them change, or maybe you're happy with how it is. And remember to go to www.ElderScrollsOnline.info for a lot more information. The link will be in the description as well, and I will see you in the next update.